The city never slept. Neon lights blinked against the glass towers like restless eyes, and the sound of rushing cars echoed through the streets long after midnight. Inside one of those towers sat Arman Malik, a 38-year-old investment banker known for his discipline, perfection, and a phone that never stopped ringing. To the world, he was success personified, tailored suits, luxury cars, and a calendar booked for months ahead. But behind his polished smile was a man running out of something he couldn't buy: time. Arman's days bled into nights. Meetings, deals, numbers, charts, everything blurred together. He lived in penthouses but never in moments. His mother's birthday had passed, his sister's wedding, missed, even his father's funeral, he had attended virtually from a conference in Dubai. People admired him, but no one truly knew him. One evening, after sealing a multi-million-dollar merger, Arman stood by his office window, watching the city pulse below. His reflection stared back, tired eyes, pale face, lifeless smile. "Is this it?" he whispered to himself. "Am I really living?" His assistant, Priya, entered with a reminder about his flight to Zurich. He nodded, mechanically. But something in him stirred, a strange fatigue, not of the body, but of the soul. That night, while driving home, Arman's car broke down on a quiet mountain road, miles from the nearest city light. His phone had no signal. He cursed under his breath and stepped out, frustrated. The wind was cold, the forest around him silent. Then, through the mist, he saw a faint glow, a lantern, swaying in the distance. With no other option, he followed it. After a few minutes of walking, he stumbled upon a small village tucked between hills. It wasn't on any map. The air smelled of wood smoke and rain, and laughter echoed from small clay houses. A young boy, barefoot but smiling, ran past him, carrying a basket of apples. "Are you lost, sir?" the boy asked. "Yes," Arman replied, "my car broke down." "Come," the boy said. "Our elder will help." Arman followed him to a modest wooden house. Inside sat an old man with a kind face, mending a fishing net. "You must be tired," the old man said warmly. "Stay the night. Tomorrow, we'll fix your car." Arman hesitated. "I'll pay you," he said. The old man chuckled. "Here, we don't trade with money. We trade with time." Arman frowned. "What does that even mean?" The man smiled. "You'll see. For now, eat and rest." The next morning, Arman woke up to sunlight streaming through the window and the aroma of bread baking. Outside, villagers were already at work, some weaving baskets, others harvesting crops, children studying under a tree. Yet no one seemed rushed. There were no phones, no noise, just rhythm, laughter, and peace. When Arman offered cash for the food, the baker shook his head. "We don't use that here. If you want to eat, help me knead the dough." Confused, Arman reluctantly joined. Within minutes, he found himself laughing as flour dusted his sleeves. People greeted him like an old friend. Every task required time, not money. To drink tea at the cafe, you had to share a story. To buy vegetables, you had to help water the field. To stay in someone's home, you had to spend an evening talking, not working. Arman soon realized that here, time was the real currency. The more you gave, the richer you became. Days passed like moments. The villagers valued connection more than possessions. No one was poor, because everyone had something to offer: their time, their presence, their compassion. One afternoon, as Arman sat by the river watching children play, the old man joined him. "You seem lighter," he said. Arman nodded. "I haven't laughed like this in years." The old man smiled. "In your world, people spend their time to earn money. In ours, we spend our time to earn life." Arman fell silent. He thought of his mother, alone in a big house. Of his employees who feared him. Of himself, chasing numbers while losing moments. That evening, a storm swept through the village. Lightning struck one of the huts, setting it ablaze. Without hesitation, Arman rushed to help. He and the villagers formed a chain, passing buckets of water until the flames died down. Exhausted but alive, they cheered as the family inside was saved. The old man placed a hand on Arman's shoulder. "You paid with your time," he said softly. "And that saved lives." For the first time in years, Arman cried. Not out of sadness, but from something deeper, awakening. A week later, his car was finally repaired. The villagers gathered to bid him farewell. The young boy who first met him handed him an apple. "For the road," he said. Arman smiled. Thank you. Remember, the old man added, money can return, but time never does. Spend it wisely. As Arman drove away, he looked back one last time. The village seemed to shimmer in the sunlight, like a memory out of a dream. When he returned to the city, everything felt louder, colder. People rushing past with phones in their hands, eyes empty. His office looked the same, polished, sterile, lifeless. But Arman was not the same. He called Priya into his office. Cancel my Zurich trip, he said. And schedule a day off for everyone this Friday. Priya blinked. Sir, everyone needs time to live, he said simply. He began making small changes, leaving work early, visiting his mother, volunteering at a local orphanage. His employees were shocked at first, but soon, the atmosphere in his company changed. People laughed again, shared meals, celebrated birthdays. Productivity didn't drop, it soared. Because happiness had returned. One day, Arman started an initiative called the Time Project, a foundation encouraging people to donate hours of their life to help others. You don't need money to change the world, he said during the launch. You just need time. The project grew globally. Schools adopted it. Companies joined. People began spending an hour a week doing something kind, teaching, cleaning, listening, healing. Arman became a global voice for a simple truth. Time is the real wealth of life. Years later, Arman returned to the same mountain road, hoping to revisit that village. But when he arrived, there was nothing, no huts, no fields, no laughter. Only the forest, silent and untouched. It was as if the place had never existed. He stood there, stunned. Was it real? He whispered. Then he saw it, a single apple tree by the roadside, blooming with white flowers. Hanging from one branch was a small wooden sign that read, "Welcome back, traveler. You found what you were looking for." Tears rolled down Arman's cheeks. He sat beneath the tree, watching the sunset. For once, he didn't check his phone. He didn't think of meetings or money. He just sat, grateful, present, alive. And in that golden silence, he finally understood. There truly exists a land, perhaps not on any map, but within each of us, where money holds no value, and time is the only true wealth. Moral of the story. In a world that teaches us to chase wealth, we often forget the one thing money can't buy, time. Give it freely. Spend it with those you love. Use it to heal, to listen, to live. Because someday, all the money in the world won't matter. But the moments you shared will.